Hey everyone, so today's video is going to be a tutorial on this makeup look. This is one that was highly requested from one of my past videos. I can't remember for the life of me which one it was, but it's just using my Naked 3 palette. This is kind of my go-to everyday makeup at the moment. I'm just wearing a really light powder foundation with some bronzer and blush, and then just the Naked 3 palette and Rebel by MAC on my lips. You obviously can change the lip colour, it doesn't need to be done with a deep berry shade. But I just think this look is so versatile. This palette is amazing. If you want to see another look using it, please let me know. So yeah, I really like the way that this look turned out, and you guys did too by what you told me on my last video when I was wearing it. So if you want to see how I got this look, then please keep on watching. For primer, I'm going to go in with my That Gal by Benefit. This is a really nice pearlescent kind of brightening primer. I talked about this in my last tutorial video, and I really like this when I'm either using a powder foundation or if I am just going for an overall kind of glowy look. Also with a kind of more matte foundation, it just gives you more of a natural to dewy look finish, which I really like because that's what I like my makeup to look like. It looks a lot more natural and just a lot more flattering, I think, on my skin. Now, as I said, I am going to be using a powder foundation, so I'm going to go ahead and just apply any concealers now. I just want to apply a little bit underneath my eyes because they're looking a little bit dark today. So I'm going to take this sample of the Benefit Fake Up. This is in medium, but can we just talk about how cute this is? It literally just looks like a miniature of the full size. This is probably going to be too dark because it's in medium. Oh, maybe not. I'm just going to apply this right to my under eye area. I'm not going for a highlighted effect, I just want to conceal my under eyes. I might also just take a little bit around my nose, just because this is a really nice thin concealer because it's got the product in the centre. If you can see that kind of white clear ring around the outside, I'm fairly sure that's like a moisturiser or serum type product. I like using really thin kind of hydrating products when I'm using a powder foundation, just to make sure that it doesn't look cakey or dry. If you use anything that's quite thick and like too dry feeling, it might kind of work in the opposite way that you'd like it to, but I have used like my MAC concealer with this and it works fine. For foundation on my everyday basis, I've been using this a lot. I haven't used it in a tutorial yet because in tutorials I like to get full coverage, but today, as you can probably see, my skin is actually looking quite good. It's just a little bit scarred up. It is clearing up really well though. So I'm going to be using my Bare Minerals Original in Fairly Light. I absolutely adore this stuff. I have been using it for about 2 or 3 weeks now and I cannot get enough of it. It works so well. Just a side note, I really like that Fake Up concealer. I think I'll be picking some up when I go into Benefit in a couple of weeks. So I'm going to be taking the foundation on my buffing brush by Real Techniques. It'd also work really great with the Kabuki brush, but I really like this one. So I'm going to do half the face so that you guys can see the comparison. I'll just do this side because this side's a little bit more broken out, just so that you can really see the kind of finish that I'm getting. If you guys want to see a full video on this, let me know. I can do an entire review. So this half of the face has got the foundation on it. You can see it's pretty much my skin tone. It's different to my face because my face has got a really pink undertone, whereas my body, as you can probably see, has a very yellow undertone. And then if you compare it to this side, it's just a lot less patchy, a lot more even, and my blemishes are slightly reduced. If you are conscious about that, you might want to just put some concealer on beforehand, or you can build up the foundation to use it as a concealer. Now I'm going to move on to some bronzer, and as you guys know, if you've seen my favourites video, which I'll leave linked off down below, I have the Laguna bronzer, which I really love, but I also have Hoola from Benefit, and I can't decide which one I like better, so I kind of just alternate from day to day. So yesterday I used Laguna, today I'm going to use Hoola, and I'm just going to take this on a small tapered face brush by XO Beauty. I'm just going to do a little bit of contouring. I don't contour on the daily. Today I just feel like doing a little bit of contouring rather than just bronzing, just to get a little bit an extra something going on. For blush, when I'm in a hurry, I really like to go for an all-in-one kind of blush. Saying that, I mean something that is obviously coloured and also has a little bit of a highlight. I have so many blushes that do this because I really like the effect, but one that I got recently and I've really been enjoying is the Collection blush in Bashful. They sent me a couple of things to try and I'm thinking that I want to buy some more stuff from their range, so their marketing is done well. But I'm just going to take this. This is a really pretty kind of like baby pink. I think Shannon may have used this in her tutorial of Collection, I'm not too sure, but I just really like it. It's like kind of like a muted sort of rose pink on the lighter side, but it has a really nice sheen to it. So it's just going to give you that little bit of like a highlighted glow without having to apply a highlighter. So it's the face completely done. You can see it's a really nice match for my body. Probably looks a little bit dark on camera, but it's really not. The the camera lies. But I'm just going to go ahead and take my Gimme brow. This is in the colour light medium, and on an everyday basis, if I'm in a hurry or if I just, you know, can't be bothered, I just spend a lot of time on my brows with the Gimme brow. I feel like I get pretty much the same effect that I would if I used like a brow product, like actually filled them in with a brow brush. The only main difference that I see is that the lines are a lot crisper that way, but I feel like you get pretty much the same effect. So now we're moving on to the eyes. I'm going to take a little bit of my Urban Decay Eden primer. I always say how much I hate foil packets, yet here I am like using a foil packet. I got this with my Urban Decay Naked palette, and I really like the primer in Eden because it is like a kind of like pale yellow skin tone primer. I feel like it works really great with my skin. It primes like amazingly, and it also just conceals everything around the eye area. The first colour we're going to take is Buzz, which is the 5th colour along in the palette, and it's just a really pretty kind of like, I don't know, I don't even know how to explain this colour, but it's one of my favourites in the palette. So I'm taking that on a e.l.f. Professional eyeshadow brush. This is one of my favourite shader brushes, and I'm just going to pack this shade all over my eyelid. I just want to get a really good coating of this on there. It's kind of like a pink taupe shade, probably the best way that I could describe it to you guys. I just think that it's so beautiful. My XO Beauty eyeshadow blender, I'm going to be picking up Limit, which is the lighter of the two matte browns, and I'm just going to take this with a really light hand through my crease. So I'm just starting to kind of create some definition in the eye. This colour is absolutely perfect. If I could, honestly, if I could buy this separately, I probably would. I'm being really kind of generous with my blending with this product. I really like to take it up pretty much onto the brow bone, just because with this palette I feel like the colours aren't too dark, so you can really like smoke it out, and then I kind of just do a little bit of depth in here, and that's about it. So for that depth I'm going to take an E25 brush, just a small blending brush, and I'm going to pick up some of Nuna, which is the darker matte brown in the palette. I'm just going to apply this just right into the outer corner. So what I do is I basically just put my brush down, wiggle, like I'm kind of pushing in quite hard so my eye's looking bunted, and I'm just going to wiggle that around, and it's going to put it in like a kind of diffused circle, just like that, can you see? And I'm just going to move it down a little bit, do it some more, just because it just kind of starts the blending for you. It's a lot easier than just patting the colour in there. I'm sure I'm not the only human being who does it like that, unless I'm just really bizarre. So I'm putting it in long ways, right in the corner, and then just wiggling it around. So my camera just cut off, but what I'm doing is I'm taking Strange on the big blender brush, the eyeshadow blender by XO Beauty, and this has just been dusted free of any product. And I'm just going to apply this right underneath my brow, and I'm also just going to dust it off and just use that white or light cream shade on the brow just to help to work with the gradient even more. So that's pretty much it for the top lash line. I'm now just going to go into Buzz again, and I'm just going to pick that up on a short eyeshadow brush by XO Beauty. Tap out any excess just so that we don't get glitter all down our faces. And I'm just going to press that or wiggle that into my lower lash line all the way along, pretty much to the inner corner. Now I just picked up a tiny little bit of Burnout, which is kind of like a baby pink, like with micro shimmers through it. It's not like really chunky like Dust and Buzz. And I'm just applying it into my inner corner just so that I don't get too much glitter in that area. I just want kind of like a shimmery effect rather than a glitter. Now for lashes, I'm going to go in with my Benefit They're Real mascara, and I'm just going to give it a pretty intense lashing because I don't think I'm going to use falsies today. I think that the mascara really helps to kind of separate the pink from your eye if you're afraid that the pink will make you look really like tired or droopy or red-eyed or whatever. The mascara really helps to break it up. For my lips today, I'm going to be wearing Rebel by MAC, and the reason for this is you guys all requested for this look when I was wearing Rebel on my lips, so I thought I would make the video as authentic as I could to the look that you guys wanted to see. But this look looks amazing with any lip colour. I've worn it with like a fluoro pink, I've worn it with like a nude, worn it with a red. Even though it is pink, it's not too pink, it's just like pink tone shadow, so you can really go whatever you want on the lips. So this is the finished look with Rebel on the lips. I think that the dark kind of berry colour really plays nicely off of the pink tones in the eyes. I think this is a perfect look for autumn for those of you on my channel who are in autumn with me at the moment, and you can also just change this, literally just swap the lip out to like a brighter pink, and it's perfect for summer. I think that this look is very versatile, and it is my everyday look. Obviously, in saying that, I change my lipstick up every single day, as I mentioned earlier, but I just think it looks really, really pretty with this look, so I thought I would show you with this lip colour. Also, I was curious if you guys would be more interested in seeing a Benefit one brand tutorial or a Maybelline one brand tutorial. Tell me which one you want to see first, because I will be doing both, but I'd be interested to hear what you guys want to see. That's all that I have to say today, guys, so thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!